What are you gonna play?
I don't know. We might play a couple of different games. I think. I'm not sure.
Did you check out Firefall at all?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's interesting.
It would make Evan. I'm sorry. It would make Bones puke. He would go. Oh, I can't.
That's not true. That's not true. I would just play with my remote. I couldn't do it with the keyboard. I could do it with my controller.
It's strange.
You wouldn't want to play it with a remote. It's
kind of like
Borderlands.
It's interesting.
It would make Evan. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, because it's an MMO.
Is it? I don't know. Maybe it's not true. Enough, but
it's not. Firefall. I need to look it up. Bones.
It was okay. I'm gonna play more. I think it crashed on me.
Yeah, I mean it's. Well, we could definitely take a look at it during the podcast later because
partial controller. I don't understand partial controller support.
Well, that just means that you probably have to like set every single key bind or something lame.
I did check out some of the Don't Starve Reign of Giants. That wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it's the same game. They changed a couple things. They actually changed one thing in specific to make the alchemy machine, which is kind of annoying, but it wasn't bad. And but from what I've seen, and I'm gonna try it out, is there's like a character that you can, if you chop enough trees, he goes like nuts and turns into a beaver and just starts like eating trees. And you could live off of the trees and you can fight and kill stuff as a beaver. And what I think I'm going to do is basically like load this guy up during the spring and summertime, and then instead of even trying to survive the winter, just have like a few, at least for the first couple winters, just have like a few things saved up, whatever I can get, and then just switch to beaver mode because I can plant like all kinds of trees.
Are beavers down with trees?
What's that?
Are beavers down with trees?
Well, that's all they.
Like
it's weird.
Like r/trees.
Yeah,
do they get down with the trees and shit?
It's really strange. Like you eat the tree and then it'll like it's like chopping it, and it'll bust into like a bunch of pieces, and you get your energy and your health from the stump or from like the tree. So you can literally just stay alive. Like you basically could just find like a bunch of trees and just kind of hang out there and like eat trees, and then if you have to kill the dogs that come every 10 days or so be it. But like all you do is just chop down trees and just hang out there and like eat food, because you don't even need light. Like when you have your other character, if it's nighttime, you need fire or some shit. Like as a beaver, you don't need that at all. It's just not very bright, so you can survive for 20 days just eating logs and not doing anything. And it's like
sounds like the guy that leveled all the way in WoW by never leaving the.
But it wouldn't even be that, because because you would end up going back to your camp, because that's the thing is like once you get out of that mode, like your meters are all down and you have to get your sanity meter back up. You got to eat a bunch. But what they did add to the game, which was kind of cool, was they got this like you used to be able to store bunnies in like chests. Like you could keep like I think it was 9 in a chest. And it used to be where like literally you could just fill it whenever you wanted to, and they would be in there until whenever you use them. But now there's like a starvation meter on the rabbits, so you actually have to feed the rabbits, which at least makes that a little bit harder. Because you can't just leave for a week and come back there and like they won't be alive. Which affects like their usage. But if you play or if you feed them, you can keep them alive that way, but you're literally going to have to feed them every couple of days, which could cut into your potential. That's another resource that you could possibly be using elsewhere. But again, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, you can also adjust a lot of things with the game, and it gets goofy. Like Sarge, he used that one I think he probably used more than one hack, but like some of them you can actually like choose them in game, but they're still like add-ons or whatever. I don't think the game is that tough to play.
Yeah, I don't even know if Evan played that game. Or I'm sorry, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he played that game. I haven't actually played it either.
Which one?
It's called Don't Starve. And this is, it's like, they came out with this expand. Now, I'll say this. They added a bunch of different tree types and a bunch of different animals, and I haven't really played that much, but some of that stuff looks cool, but I don't really... They didn't do a whole lot, I'll just say that. At least from what I've seen so far. You know what I mean? I mean, they probably did add some stuff, but it just doesn't... I don't know. Maybe I just haven't played enough of it to really give it a fair shake, but it doesn't seem like... I'm glad I got it on sale.
Is it just a slow start thing, like, or or is
What's
it just
that?
a game, or is it just a slow start thing, or is it just or is it just like one of those games where there's just so much going on, or it's so intensive that it just takes forever to get
like,
things
really,
accomplished?
It's just a matter of... it's almost like... I don't want to say Oregon Trail, because it's not like Oregon Trail, but it's like... It's one of those games where like you have to make sure you're fed and you're sane, and
It's a big strategy. I mean, it's just very heavy on the strategy portion.
Yeah,
Not
but it's really not that. You know what I mean? It's
planning.
literally like it's a 2-click game. You can play it with a mouse or a joystick. It doesn't. It's literally 2 buttons, and it's super simple in theory. It's just a matter of executing it. You know what I mean? And like in the wintertime, you know, like, you can't necessarily go very far unless you have a specific, this thermal stone that you have, but you even have to keep that warm, otherwise you'll freeze. If you're freezing, your health meter goes down. You know, if you get attacked, your health meter goes down too. It's just a game that you have to like make sure you're balancing everything, but you also have to make sure that you're not completely just depleting resources. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just cut down trees. You have to plant them, otherwise, eventually, you don't have any fucking trees. But it's still it's a fun. It'll suck you in. I'll say that. It'll suck you in, and even just playing the first one, which you could probably get for like $5 or something like that. It's certainly worth the time, I guess. I don't know.
Wow, I am in the middle of a mob and a half.
Yeah, I don't have
All
any key
minions.
bindings, so I'm just like rolling around like...
Yeah, exactly. I had to. That's why I revived back in town.
Yeah,
because I was not hitting a health potion.
I haven't even gotten to playing that game, and every day it's like, oh, that's a good deal in the game I'm gonna buy that I won't play, or maybe someday I'll play it. It'd be good to have in my beefy library.
That humble sale. That wasn't a small humble sale that came out this week.
I don't know.
The Square Enix one.
Yeah, I just paid $1 for that because I have all the games on tier 2, but I wanted the games on tier 1. So I was like, oh, that's sweet. Here's $1, peeps.
Yeah, which ones did you get? You got Doe X, right?
No, I don't even think I got that. I think I might already even have it. That's what.
Yeah.
I think what I got was I have.
Like you bought Final Fantasy 3?
Probably have that. I have to look and see what the Hubble bundle is now. Here I'm getting.
There was a 30-game Square Enix bundle, right?
Yeah, but you had to shell out some money for it. I think the only things that I wanted from it, I have to look. Oh, I wanted Mini Ninjas. I got Thief Gold, which I tried today, and I'm like, wow, this game is so old. And the 2 Hitmen, and the other game too. I already have Just Cause. Wait, I think I might have. Yeah, I already have like all the 2nd tier.
Yeah, wait, no. So, explain to me the Thief. Like, is Thief a new game, or is it like a remastered game? Is that what happened?
Alright, the new Thief is the newest version of Thief with, updated graphics and stuff, but supposedly the Thief Gold, the old one that's like probably 20, I don't know, I don't think it's 20, but
yeah, that's old.
Is like one of the highest rated games in the genre.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think Charlie's still playing the new one, and
Yeah, we kind of talked about that last time he was on, actually.
Yeah, I did play a little bit of that. That's another game I haven't played enough of to really give it a good.
I own it. I've just never tried it.
It's fun.
You own a game and you haven't tried it yet?
I own a lot of games that I've never
Steam
tried.
sale, bro. We got like 200 games in my account I haven't played yet. I have like 50.
Space Chem I still haven't tried.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you my run off of games right now that I own and that whether or not they're installed. Assassin's Creed 3 installed.
Played that actually within the last week.
Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition.
Probably you probably will never play that game.
Not installed. Arkham Asylum Game of the Year Edition installed. Arkham City installed, never opened.
For good measure too, because I'm sure when you start it, it's going to be like a whole graphics issue, and then you have to like fix 20 things, and then you can play it. I love working on a PC. Playing games on a PC is fun.
BioShock Infinite, not installed.
Have it, want to
Good game.
want to actually play it, but like I don't know if I want to play it in the living room or in the office.
Do the what?
Like in the the recording or the office or recording studio. Or
Oh yeah,
play it on the big TV in the living room.
yeah, it's true. Just
Charlie, you
yeah.
played that with mouse and keyboard, right?
What's that?
You played Infinite on a mouse and keyboard. You didn't use a controller, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how you could play that game with a controller.
I don't know about that game. The controllers. Actually, that game's probably always had the controller, but this game in particular, comparatively to like the first BioShock, it had much easier controls.
Do you remember the controls in the first BioShock?
In the first
how
one, I
terrible
do.
They were
They were bad
On the controller.
on mouse and keyboard.
on mouse and keyboard. Yeah.
I remember they were not. Yeah, I mean, because I started to play the original one, and I remember they were not intuitive.
Yeah, it was. That game was definitely. You could tell that it was designed for a controller, and they didn't really think too much about it. I guess I don't know, but it wasn't as smooth, certainly as Infinite was when I played that. That game, it felt like whether it was made for the controller or not, that someone was actually like, well, maybe we should make a decent version for the mouse and keyboard since we created it on one. So that was good. I was just laughing because you were talking about all the Arkham games, because I have Asylum and City, both of them. Neither one of them's installed. I had Origins installed, and even that game I haven't played a whole lot of.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. And then I'm sorry. So keep going. So Borderlands installed, started. Brutal Legend installed, probably 20%, 25% through. Burnout Paradise, not installed. Castle Crashers installed, attempted. Command and Conquer Red Alert 3, not installed.
May never play.
I think I played it forever ago.
Yeah.
See, I even had.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I think I played it forever ago at some point. I mean, I played a bunch of those games.
And actually, I do remember this Cranky Cat. The Cranky Cat was actually a pretty good game.
Blockhead.
I feel like
Anybody
43
remember?
minutes.
I don't know if I've talked about this before. Does anybody remember an old fucking?
You sir are derailed
who was
right
the?
now.
I know, right? It was actually, I think it was an old LucasArts game.
I officially have to get a new headset too.
Day of the Tentacle, Maniac Mansion. Anybody remember that one?
Play it later if you want to.
Wish. Pretty sure I have to find an emulator for it.
Oh, I have them. Let's do it. I'll let you remote in and play.
I'm gonna have to
But
like
yeah,
stick my head
that was
outside
one of
the
the first.
window.
That was one of the first games I ever remember playing. That and fucking King's Quest,
King's
like one of the
Quest was-
original,
Did you play
like King's
8?
Quest 6,
Or
I think.
There was one that I know I played, and it's like, it was really awesome too. But you also never remember that you beat the game, so then you end up playing it like 4 years later, and you're like, by the end, you're like, oh, I think I beat this game before. But those.
Yeah,
games
you
were
know what?
always
I
good.
did that with shit. What was that? I want to say it was Mafia 2, but I think it was actually. I think I did it with Mafia 2, and then I maybe did that with LA Noir too. It was like one of those games that, like, I had beaten
LA
it
Noir.
and
Kevin Costner comes out.
just forgot that I had beaten it or whatnot, because those games weren't very long.
It wasn't
You know what I mean? Like,
Incredibles.
let me see, LA Noir. I mean, I guess I put a decent amount of time on that, but
You didn't beat it?
no, I did. I beat that, and then what else is it? What was I saying? Mafia 2, and actually, oddly enough, they played the exact same length.
You know what's funny is, I thought I talked to you about it too, is there was a game usually comes on sale, it's the Darkness 2. Like,
Yeah.
Darkness 1 was only on console, and was
Yeah, I
a
remember
really
that.
great game. And then Darkness 2 came out, and they've been releasing it on PC because they made a port. And I tried to play it, and it's either that I'm too stoned, too wasted, or the controls are just extremely bad.
You play it on a controller, or you play it on?
I would try and play it on a controller, or I would use either or. I would see which one's better, because supposedly you can't play Dark Souls very well on a keyboard and mouse. Like, the fucking sensitivity
Really?
of the mouse rotate is like so ridiculous that it's like you get nauseated.
So it's an easier game on the PC with the controller.
Yeah. There's a couple games that are easier with controller. I would say The Witcher is easier with a controller than,
That's good to know because I own that.
because you're not aiming per se, but actually there is an aim feature. You aim bombs and stuff, so no.
I mean, I disagree with that whole. It's easier to aim with a mouse. I mean, for whatever reasons, like I am better, even in like Halo and things like that, with
a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich by my
With-
desk while I'm playing video games.
a sausage, egg, and cheese on a pepper jack bagel with a Southwest steak burrito on the
Charlie,
side
have you
as well.
tried the fucking what kind of bagel cheese thing is that?
At Dunkin', they have a pepper jack cheese bagel.
That sounds good.
They just
It's
melt cheese
fantastic.
over whatever bagel you want.
Right.
No, it's.
Wait,
I don't know. I actually don't
salvage
know what kind of.
all? What is this? Salvage all?
Well, like
Yeah,
everything
they do have
bagels
that
anyway.
option now.
Salvage all rares at the same time? Really?
How incredible is that, right?
That's so badass. Salvage everything. People are
Makes
gonna
it so much-
complain so hard on that.
Yeah, it's gonna be like I didn't. I meant to not have that.
Well, I think they did a great job. It's like, your whites, your blues, your yellows, and if you really want to DE a fucking epic, you gotta do
Baller,
that.
yeah. You don't want to click
Blues.
OK 10 times.
Where the fuck is the sort function on the bags?
Oh, the auto sort. That is a big lack that they don't have. That they've never had on there.
Any game that's awesome, like
Has
what was
auto
that game
sort
that
for
we-
your
we
inventory.
played was
Grim Dawn had auto.
No,
Grim
Path
Dawn
of
has auto
Exile.
sort. Mhm.
Grim Dawn does have the auto sword. I thought Path.
I thought it does.
Yeah, it does. I think
Yeah.
that's where it originally came from. Was Titan's Quest had it.
King's Quest.
No,
The
Titan's
auto sword
Quest.
feature.
King's Quest is a little bit older than that,
I'm kidding.
but I thought Diablo might have put a feature in there. Like Diablo 2 may have had a sword, but I don't think so.
What's
I think
up?
it was Titan's Quest.
You're breaking up all over the place.
Who?
Okay, so then you're hearing that too. I was gonna say like my head's completely shot.
No. At least he is. I mean, I can't tell if I'm breaking up at all, but
Wait, who was
Fuck.
breaking up me?
broke up. You're just shut. choppy.
Hmm.
You can hear every other sound you're making.
Good, I thought that was just me.
No, I hear you fine.
And I actually have, because I got the Rosetta Stone, they actually sent me a headset. I'm considering using that one, because at least that one has like the full earpiece, and the sound is probably on both of them. But I just don't feel like fucking with it.
Am I still
It's like, I
choppy?
think it's sitting right next to me, and I just don't feel like fucking with it. If this keeps going, though, it's going to drive me insane, and I'm going to have to. I just don't. I feel like I'm going to have to go through like the whole sound setup again on Mumble, which I don't feel like doing right now.
No, it's a pain in the ass. Man, are you?
What, am I still choppy?
Where are you? Are you in town?
Yep.
No, you're not choppy anymore.
I didn't know if I was choppy or if I wasn't.
So, did you guys have an agenda for this one that I haven't seen? Because I
Yeah.
probably haven't.
What, am I still choppy?
Let me see this thing.
It's a loose agenda. I think we decided early on that we're probably not even going to attempt at it, but we'll see.
Well, we still have to talk about what we're drinking.
We still haven't even said hello to
Yeah.
That's also
to,
true.
to our audience
Well,
that
this is our cold
that
start.
may
There you
or
go. Evans up. Boom. Welcome back from vacation.
Thank you. This is episode 5 of Derailed with Fucking Bones. Special guest with Calculus.
What's up?
Derailed, the show with a strict agenda sometimes, but if we do have an agenda, it doesn't get followed.
If there is an agenda anymore.
If there is an agenda,
I can't even find it. I'm looking for it.
We're on
it's
vacation.
somewhere.
We're on vacation.
I was on vacation. We took 2 weeks off, didn't we?
Maybe this is it.
It could be.
The Calculus is over there trying to find
just
an
trying to
agenda on
find it.
Google.
That's my agenda.
Yeah, this
Calculus
is
is
really
going to be semi in charge of us
It's like
staying on
log
task.
into Google Drive.
This is definitely not it.
You just go to your
um,
Eat Lift game
Or
Google Drive.
you can,
Gmail?
or you can just go to the Elif
Yep.
Game website, which lists the agenda right there on
There
the
is an
announcement.
agenda actually there.
Is it there?
Probably the easiest.
There is.
Yeah, it's right on the. It's
Oh,
right. It's the
then I'm
first
going.
thing on the
Alright,
page.
so it's
I feel like
eatliftgame.com.
I feel like I've been on that website before.
And it's
It
on the
is right there.
homepage.
Here we go.
Sponsored by Elif Game. Your one stop. It's the Walmart of
It's the Walmart of homemade
Of-
Alpha Brain.
of.
What are you
healthy
talking about?
recipe
What's the Walmart?
Elif Game. It's the online Walmart version of anything that you want to know: gaming, exercise, and diet.
There's only one good thing that comes from Walmart, and that is
Oh,
their fried
yeah.
chicken.
Wait,
What?
wait. So I can't. I want to say it, but I can't. I'm not gonna say it.
Just say it.
Well,
You're falling behind too.
so
Wait.
where are you? So the Walmart that's fairly close to us
Yes.
was robbed.
What? That
Recently.
would take some gangster shit.
Well, not like, all right. So there was a guy that assaulted an officer, and was trying to steal, and ended up knocking the officer out and things like that. If you go to the Journal, the newspaper of that page, where are you? Hold on, I actually need to see.
Derailed.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Wait a minute. Have you guys done the? I guess you did do the introduction.
Yeah, I think we're talking about Walmart.
Obviously, we are nowhere near on task. Hold on.
All right, you find that website.
Yeah, I'm
Charlie, are
looking
you
for it.
drinking?
No, I'm not. I will not be doing that this evening.
Hiatus.
And yeah, but as always, I have a little anxiety education, and I'll be helping sort through the agenda list as well as keep track on the Twitch page, it looks like, or at least there was a couple other people in here not too long ago. But
Probably
what about you,
hackers.
Buck? What about you?
I started off with a 90-minute IPA.
Is that the Dogfish Head?
Yeah,
Very cool.
they're very strong.
You know there's a 120, right?
There is a 120, but that's not something you even really want to drink.
It's kind of like gasoline.
Yeah.
Did you know that you can age the 120?
I know it's good.
I did not know that, but I am also drinking a
You can age the
6 point-
120 just like wine.
How long do you keep that for?
Every year that you keep it, it takes another, I think, 12% alcohol. But after
Really?
you don't want to hold it more than like 2 years, maybe
Right.
3, because at that point it's just way overly done,
And then
and
it's
then
really
it, and then it,
disgusting.
and then it just doesn't taste good.
Yeah, I
But,
wonder how it tastes.
but
Hopefully
no,
you
I mean,
got it ice cold.
no, because I mean, I grew up actually right by the original Dogfish, like where at the restaurant
Mhm.
where everything started. So anyway, so down there, they actually behind the bar have aged 120 that you can buy. So you can
That's
go
cool.
in there and ask for like a 2-year 120.
What do you have that's gonna make me go blind?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I was also drinking a 6 point Bengali.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my second beer. Those are actually pretty good too. I don't know if you guys had that.
I haven't now.
So
What about you, Bones?
I have a large glass of Whistle Pig Rye, 10-year, 100% rye, 100 proof deliciousness.
Sounds good.
It is pretty awesome.
I heard Whistle Pig was mentioned on Joe Rogan's podcast recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did he have on that was where they were talking about that?
And I couldn't even pronounce. I have to find it, but I'll get back to you.
I
on
actually
that.
just I actually just went and listened to a couple of them, or the past couple ones, about there were the few that I listened to the
Kurt-
past couple days.
It was Bert Kreischer. Bert
Bert Kreischer.
Kreischer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like talking about, or somebody was.
I listened to that. I must have missed that one.
They mentioned it. They were like talking about drink. Like I guess they were talking about somebody else, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, I drink a little bit. I'll drink this or Whistle Pig or something else." Oh, there. Well, maybe not. I might be talking smack, but anyway. So I'm not to like derail like right away, but did
We already
you
did.
know
We were
that-
talking, and I sent you a link.
Man, sending me links.
I sent you a link. So just look at the
Okay.
picture, and just let me know what you think.
Warning, this is not of... Yeah, okay. Steam's washing their hands of any fucking links you get. Really?
Just look at the picture.
Was he like actually...
What are you looking at?
What the fuck? Are you serious? He's running.
How much does this go? Look at the one down. How much does that look like me?
It looks like it's you.
Like literally identical. Like,
Like you-
so
Like you just
Is
like
this
started
like the,
working out like 3 weeks ago. Like you ran every day, you would probably be the same person.
Is this
So-
like the episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where the child molester gets out of jail and they post his picture
I
up
got it.
everywhere and he looks like a chubby version of Dennis?
yeah, except this looks exactly like me.
All right.
The
Let's be
second
honest. Your beard's not that black. It's got grays in it. It doesn't look like
But
this
in a-
guy.
but
And
in a
he's got a
sh- but in a-
protruding chin. Like he kind of looks like. Yeah, it kind of looks like you.
Oh, I love the new warning.
I mean, let's put
Yeah.
let's put it this way. If I went into Walmart yesterday, down there, I would have been stopped.
It's true.
There's
What, were you
no-
robbing Walmarts or something this weekend?
There's a guy that robbed a Walmart local, or
Oh, I'm
tried
looking
to.
at this picture.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It looks
So
just
the
like
second one.
What did
The
he
one on
just
the
fill up
bottom.
the cart and just start walking out? Is
I
that what I'm
guess.
looking at? That's awesome.
I guess, but like, so my roommate's,
oh my god.
my roommate's coworker, and then her old boss, and then 4 other people like sent her the link and was
Oh,
like,
very nice.
It's you.
what was he
Yeah.
doing yesterday? Like as a joke, but then like she got it and she goes, oh my god, she goes, you actually should be careful where you go.
Right.
Lay low.
Did you really like hop out of there with the quicker? Oh wait, is that the quicker picker upper? It's not.
No,
It's
it's
Bounty.
yeah, that is bounty. That is the quicker pricker upper.
Gotta make sure you at least have one of those.
And a vacuum. But here's the thing. Here's my alibi. Can't be
Right.
me. I have a Dyson.
So that's a good alibi.
But actually, technically, I had to order Dyson replacement parts tonight.
That is so funny. Just when it like gets mentioned in your own mind, all of
Very
a sudden you
timely.
have to like. That's weird. That's life for you.
That is life for me.
I'm going to enter in a joke here, and if Evan, I'm sorry, Bones, if this is funny, let me know. Did you know
Okay.
that?
I can.
Did you know that if you have a dog, and it's gonna get attacked by a bigger dog, some dogs will roll on their back to go into defensive stance / ninja kill style.
Ninja kill style. Yeah, you
Like,
know, they defend it.
They go on their
Yeah,
back
I
and they're
mean-
like, they can use their feet and like totally fuck a bitch.
Just
up.
like jujitsu for
No,
dogs.
that's called playing.
That's cool.
That's not submissive. That's not a defensive stance. That's a submissive. That's pretty.
That's what
submissive.
cats do.
No, I heard this today. I was working today and I heard somebody mention that when a dog gets threatened by another dog and it knows it might not be able to win, but because the other dog's like a lot bigger, that it will go on its back. It's like a secret weapon or some shit, or an ancient lost dogfighting text or fighting style, and they
I don't
fight
have-
on their back.
Any room left? Kind of funny.
All right, so I'm gonna go back onto this agenda because I'm curious. Because now I'm looking at this post. These are the top played games of 2014, and I'm curious if you've played any of these. League of Legends is number 1 at 16.76%.
Mm-hmm.
Have you played
I don't
that?
know. I'm interested. I've never played it.
I am too. I'm interested, but I've never played it, and that's why I'm curious. Buck, have you played it at all?
Never. I think
No?
we tried to play one of the MOBAs at the house at one point, and it got so like you're waiting for somebody to come in there and like call you a piece of shit that you don't know what you're doing, and
Right.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's like.
but it was like
it's
we were
miserable for miserable for like you have to be okay with people just being so mad at you until you understand how to play the game.
right, but we were just in the tutorial, and it seemed like the tutorial was yelling at us that much that I didn't want to fucking play.
That's a free-to-play game, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure
Oh.
there's I'm sure it's
They have
just
the buy
filled
gold.
with-
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
tons of purchasable.
Well, yeah, the
Like
whole
the-
thing
the
in
pe-
that game is the treasure that drops at the end of each board that you play. You can level up and stuff like you level up in each match, but like to get the transmogs and all the fancy gear and stuff, I think when you win a board, you get a chest, and the only way you can open that chest is if you pay money for it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
It's not like
Um,
there's anything else besides skill involved, and it's like, yeah.
Dota 2's number 2. World of Warcraft's down into the 3rd spot from there, but Dota 2's at 8.15%, and World of Warcraft's at 6.13%.
Doesn't that show like a weird thing? Like Battlefield 3 is close to what Battlefield 4
3
is
is in 12th, and Battlefield 4 is in 10th,
Yeah.
which is funny because Call of Duty's not even on here. But that's actually I
That's
feel
a
like
console.
Call of Duty's on PC too, but I feel like Call of Duty players are almost all console players. You know what I mean? Like I
Oh
just
yeah.
I don't
People,
think there's a lot of PC.
nobody plays Call of Duty
Yeah,
on PC.
I feel
It's Battlefield is PC,
yeah,
or Battlefield is PC and PS4.
right.
I mean, obviously, because you can't play it
Um,
on Xbox. But
I was actually
doesn't
surprised
exist.
Payday 2 is number 14. Um, but it is a fun. I was surprised that Warframe was actually less than that. But apparently Warframe went down one and Payday went up 28 spot. Well, Payday hadn't had a game out in fucking years, so of course it went up 28 spots. Um, but Warframe's a good game, definitely. I've never played Guild Wars 2. It's Elder Scrolls 5, Elder Scrolls Online. Those are the ones, the last two. Did you play any of the Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft book?
Yes.
What's the deal with that game?
My roommate's brother plays that.
Is that like Magic?
Yes,
Okay.
it's a turn-based card game.
Okay. Well, that's in the top 10. It's number 9.
Well, it's because again, massive free game. You
Yeah.
can play it on, and you can play it on the iPad. You can play it everywhere.
Right.
You can play it on your phone.
Yeah, that helps. That definitely helps.
Playing on the phone is
Um,
awesome.
Minecraft's down 1. I never got in. I don't know what it is. There's something about that.
What,
game
Minecraft?
Yeah.
Minecraft, you have to get into when you're 10 years old.
Yeah. Maybe that's
It's like the new Sim City, only there's like more to do with it. It's like you get an axe in the beginning, and then it's like build a house.
Is there? Yeah, but is there more other than like completely pixel? It's like
Well, no, it's weird because each server.
Yeah,
is
I've seen
different.
people
building is
I've seen
the thing.
people mod it out that like it where it gets really funny.
okay.
It's like you could put on your resume and be like, I was a manager of a Minecraft server, and look what we built. I like was in charge of 50 people for a half a year, and this is what we built.
Well, what's WildStar? Do you even know what that is?
That's
I don't
pretty-
even know what that is.
Yeah, but isn't that free this week? Did you
What's
get your
that?
game
No.
key? You can get
Uh-huh.
a free game key from WildStar this week. I think you can play for free all week.
I have to check that out.
If you can, go to mmorpg.com or something,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll probably be like first, second, or third, like most most recent topics or something. And
Mm-hmm.
all you have to do is sign up for an account there. Then they give you a link, and you can basically get a key to download it. It's basically like WoW, but it has a little bit more.
Like futuristic
Is it a new
sci-fi
game?
based.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
That's
feel
it.
like that just came out, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
almost it's along the
think I
same
know what it
lines,
is.
but you can have guns and.
Didn't you say? Is that the company that was like people who used to make WoW? Is that the
I
game?
believe so.
Okay. What actually surprised me was Counter-Strike Global Offensive is number 4.
You don't
That
play
game's
it,
been out
though.
forever. Huh?
You never play it.
I played it, not this year. I don't think I played it, but I definitely played it last year. I think I might have played some this year. I'm just surprised it's still up there. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much. There's a lot of crap in that game. You know what I mean? You get a lot of like, but people do get kicked pretty fast on there too, depending on the server you play on.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I'm wondering how to open up these.
Where's the Greater Rift? Shouldn't we have gotten a Greater Rift key?
Maybe we were lollygagging.
No, because they were supposed to. No, I mean yeah. Shouldn't we have had the Greater Rift key?
Yeah, I don't have any. Wait, I have 29 greater rifts, but I mean I don't have any other.
Yeah, I don't. Weren't they supposed to drop after we killed that guy?
What a cunty game. That's something Joe Rogan would say.
He was all over the word cunt. Somebody was this week. Oh, so that goes back to that. I was listening to and watching the God Jim. I heard there was Jim Gaffigan this week. There was
Yes,
Bert
we have to
Kreischer
do it
this.
again.
Or no, there wasn't Jim Gaffigan this week, but I watched Bert Kreischer because that was new, and then that one led me right to Jim Gaffigan, which was hilarious, and then Jim Gaffigan led me to Dead Mouse, also
Deadmau5 is
very
on?
entertaining. Yeah, way back in the day.
Yeah.
This is back when he was still on Fear Factor, I think. Like back in episode 100 something.
I haven't listened to all the ones back then, but I think one of the best ones has to be the Neil deGrasse Tyson one. Like,
That one's not bad.
it's not bad. And ending with Duncan. I mean,
What are you?
to be
Were you
honest,
talking Joe Rogan?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, some of the ones Joe Rogan's questions everything with like him.
I just can't get.
I think
I
the
just can't.
last one was
That's a
bad.
TV show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but they only had the audio on the when you look at it from the site, right?
Yeah. That's what you can't get past, is that it's just audio.
No, I can. I just don't. I enjoy having the video up.
The
Like,
other.
if I had a choice.
Well, what I think, I mean, I listen to it in the car too because I don't actually get to listen at work all too often. Ooh, I got a
Mhm.
ring. I'm just trying to think. The Joe Rogan questions everything. I think the last one that they did, there was only 7 of them, and they didn't like amount to anything. Like it wasn't even on the show. Oh, so what? All right, I keep forgetting. So, have you seen Drunken History yet?
No, I've still not seen. Drunken
No,
History.
but I've
Alright.
thought about watching it.
So, season 2, episode 4 has fucking Duncan Trussell talking about Edgar Allan Poe and this guy who fucked over Edgar Allan Poe while, like, he was like I guess a publisher, and he's like, he was one of the first pieces of shit in America. But like, it's pretty funny because it's like Duncan getting wasted.
Hilarious.
They've have a bunch. I don't. If you haven't seen them, they're like extremely worth watching because, like I
saw
said,
one of 'em,
they
I
have
think.
the actors mouthing what the drunk people are saying. So
Oh, that's. I was thinking. I was still thinking of the Joe Rogan question, everything you were talking about. But yeah, I wanted to see that. And what channel is that on? That's on like Comedy Central or something.
oh,
right?
I got another ring. Well, Charlie, I could always hook you up with my Plex account, and then you could just stream whatever. If as long as my media center's on, you could just stream shit from my place to your place, like it's Netflix.
Well, I might have to do that.
'Cause you know I got everything.
Right. Oh, I know that.
One way or another.
Fucking,
Yeah, I've actually-
well, Bones uses it at work sometimes.
On the slow days.
On the slow days. On the days that, like, you know, you have to pay attention. I can't
Yeah.
really have anything playing. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm a little more secluded.
it's true. You died.
You got
too.
your own little closet.
Why didn't you bring your ninja dog into work? And
My ninja dog's not here. I do not have him. I do not have him this week.
did you not get rest?
Anyway, you guys
I did.
have
What's the next?
you guys have a thing about Homestar Runner
Yeah.
returning.
Homestar.
What's that? I think we'll let Evan do that one. Bones.
I mean, did you ever go to homestarrunner.com?
Mm-hmm.
I have seen a few videos.
Homestar Runner is hilarious, and it's been
Yeah.
off the air, and they haven't done an update in I think it's 7 years
It's true.
It has been a long time.
or something like that.
Mhm.
And the developer and the writer of the website just announced recently that they will be coming back.
I'm
That
curious to how
they are
much
going
made
to
off
that they
of
are
it.
going to do new videos and relaunch the site.
They didn't get that many hits.
Really? I thought they got enough.
I think
They
they
did,
got
but I mean, at this point, it's going to have it'll be bigger. It'll be bigger when it comes back than when it
Oh,
was then,
yeah.
obviously. So because
But-
while it was live, they didn't have a whole lot of hits, but it grew in
Right.
popularity afterwards.
Right. Yeah, I've definitely watched
Ooh.
a few videos,
Can't
especially.
wait for Strong Bad to come back.
Justin
Yeah.
Lantern.
Strong Bad. Hey, Homestar.
Yeah,
Wow.
Marzipan.
Were you on the show?
Might have been.
I just loved the emails were the best.
the emails were the
Chicken
best.
email.
Yeah.
With his comp. Oh God, what was it like? Compy 3000 was the computer.
The techno one's definitely the best.
Piece of shit.
Hey, Strong Bad. It's so funny.
just like-
Is Strong Bad
So-
in the channel right now?
Maybe. Special guest, Strong Bad.
I got another ring. That's my third
Killer
ring.
is dead. The good, bad, and the ugly.
It was bad.
And it's a
Just
link
the
to.
ugly.
You're linking it to Twitch.
I'm linking it to the Twitch feed for the wonderful game called Killer is Dead.
Whoa! I'm sorry that page is in another castle.
Is that what it really says? Because I might
That's
have
what
to
it
kill
says.
somebody.
Real game boxing. I'm sorry that game is in another castle.
You know what? I think Twitch is in another state. Well, or other castle. That works too. They're getting bought, and who knows? It's just falling apart.
Yeah,
Twitch
you
is
think
getting bought?
It's supposed to be YouTube.
Soon.
That's what they're worried about too, though.
They're saying
They're-
this isn't working. What
they're
happens when you
worried
go to
that
the
they're
channel,
gonna-
You can't find it.
Because YouTube censors the shit out of things. You know what I mean? Like they'll even stuff that's like not
Mhm.
like if you have free content or something like that. Like if it sounds like something else, that's like something they'll like flag it at least and be like, oh, well, we thought it was this song or whatever. It's like, dude, it's my fucking game. Like I can't. You're telling me I can't record me playing my
That's
game.
a song that you made me put to the. That was the only one
Yeah.
the option I had.
It's the game. It's the in-game soundtrack. Like it's not like I'm, you know, claiming I made the game. But
Ooh.
I don't know. Hopefully, they don't get crazy with it because Twitch. I also feel like Twitch, if they hold off on that, I feel like it's going to be worth more than they're going to get from YouTube now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they should just try and ride it out as long as they can, and even make it like the next YouTube. You know what I mean? Because that's basically what their membership keeps growing. There's no reason for them to sell it at this point, I don't think, other than the fact that they probably just
The couple of guys who designed it and are
want to make a ton of money. And
and not that they're not making money right now, but are being offered probably hundreds of millions of dollars.
oh, I'm sure. Well, definitely that, and I understand that.
billions,
Don't
of
get me wrong.
billions
Yeah.
of dollars.
They're
It's
going
like,
to.
you
Well,
know,
I think it's like one, but that's the thing. I think it's like 1 billion, and I feel like, and I understand 100% wanting to just. You've done your work and wash your hands of it and take your money and run. But I also feel like if they just ride it out for like 2 or 3 more years, it'll probably be worth like 3 or 4 or 5 billion. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like
it's a that. I mean, that's a tightrope walk. That's a tightrope walk on a bubble. I mean, the internet bubble. The internet bubble has burst before. Not that this is an internet bubble,
right.
but there's also the question that it's like, okay, we did it well, and we're the first ones to do it. How long is it until somebody else comes out with something very similar that becomes more profitable because they fixed all the potential issues that you had?
Right.
There were search engines before Google.
Yeah. I just yeah.
There was web crawler.
It seems like
Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves, I remember that.
it seems like Twitch is actually now archiving or ditching old videos that you have in your past broadcasts.
Mm-hmm.
The ones I had weren't highlighted, but I had them in past broadcasts, and those were always in there. But it looks like they, I don't know, trimmed them or something, because like most of the games that I had recorded that week aren't even in here. Oh well.
I don't even know where you are.
Well, I'm doing something else anyway. But
So there goes, I guess, your next 3 topics. They're all like, it says,
no, we can make up topics as
I'm
we go
sorry,
along.
that game is in another castle.
I have a really good one. So,
What's the new topic?
all right. So I'm watching this show,
Which
and
is
Banshee, and it seems like this guy is going out of his way to just like. I can give you guys the background of it. It's a Cinemax show. It's an ex-con who falls into going into a bar, and he meets up with some guy. Ends up getting into a bar fight with some criminals that were up in the establishment, and the new sheriff in town. But he didn't start yet. So this ex-con basically takes on this guy's persona because like everyone dies. And but every episode, it's really gruesome, like fights, and it goes above and beyond when the fight should end. You're like, okay, this fight's over, right? No, I'm gonna break 4 more fingers, like snap this femur, and punch him in the face 20 more times.
oh, I might not
Not
watching
dead.
this.
He's not dead, but yeah, that's it. Like there were some, and it was just like, whoa. Just because you're sheriff doesn't mean whatever. That's beside the point. What I'm
This
thinking
is a ridiculous level.
has
This is a
an
ridiculous level, by the way.
has an app been made for people? You know, you download this app and you search for other people that are known ninja champions around you. And you walk into a place where another ninja champion is, and then it's like fight. Like, you know, out of the blue, it's like whoever takes on who. It's like you find a ninja. You find a champion ninja of, you know, like whatever.
Sounds like Mortal Kombat to me. Mortal Kombat.
It would be a pretty awesome app.
Sounds like the opening scene from Mortal Kombat.
What could we call that app? They got apps for everything. Why don't they have apps for like looking
People
for
that
a
just wanna
ninja
fight each
champion
other.
to fight in, you know, reality atmosphere? Just like fucking walk into a bar and
Just
then
gonna
you have to have a
summon a ninja.
karate fight with somebody.
Like Afro Samurai?
Yes.
Who's wearing the number 1 band?
Do you think this is a bad app?
I think that it has limited applicability, but I don't think it's a bad app.
Well, you know, it appeals to a certain.
Somebody. Because I mean, you know, like how many top ninjas can there really be? So
Top
How
ninja
many
champions. You know.
how many times can you actually sell said app?
Oh,
Was it
it's not about that.
nine people buy it?
Actually, no. It's a free app.
Is it the top 10?
It's a free app, and you can actually put in what your belt
Number 1
is.
doesn't need it.
No, listen. It's a free app. You can put in what your belt is, and then you can like do a search for like the most
What's your
closest person
belt?
that's like closest to your belt.
What
'Cause
color
you can
gi
jump
you
them,
What
or
color
they can
gi
jump
you
you.
wear?
And I mean, it's kind of like GPS tracking, but like I mean, it would be pretty awesome. So yes, it has fair
What color
play in
gi
it.
do you wear?
There's fair play.
There's fair
You can
play.
like change the rules if you want, and it's free. You only have to deal with a little advertising banner at the bottom.
Keanu Reeves just did a movie about this. Believe it or not.
All right,
They
so
tell
that
about
was
it,
just
like-
my funny thing.
I'm sorry, I completely got sidetracked on this fucking. I'm checking out. You know, Comcast or Xfinity, whichever one you want to call it. They actually have like it's like a streaming library as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually the first time I've actually looked at it. And
Is it bad?
I don't know.
It's
We're gonna
usually
see
pretty
how
shitty how they do
good it
those.
is, though. You would think it would be a lot better, just considering.
They don't own the rights to anything.
Right, but you would think because of the money they make that, and like the templates they have, like Netflix and Amazon, that they would be able to put together something better.
I don't know, man. I mean,
wait, who's the other partner?
Huh?
no one.
It's
No,
kind
he's
of
saying like
Not
he's saying
Amazon,
with
right?
no. No, they don't have a
Amazon's
a
good.
partner. It's things that they have the rights to. So you have to think about that. You have to sit there and think about, all right, so which shows have actually been syndicated? Which ones where are they not going to have the rights to guarantee? Either Netflix or Amazon has them already, so they're not going to give them to the cable company because Netflix isn't going to pay.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Netflix isn't going to waste their money on something that you can get on demand automatically anyway, or they will. You know what I mean?
Or they'll get paid to put it on their
But I also
site.
feel like, because I remember, at one time we had Hulu and Netflix, like I feel like they even,
There was a little bit of
between
crossover.
them, there was a little bit, but not much. Like,
Very
I feel
limited.
like
Yeah, very limited.
they had, it was almost like they had to exchange what each other had. You
I
know
was
what mean?
I was so disappointed. I had Hulu Plus, and that shit
I was
so,
disappointed with that.
You're
Too.
a
Such it
Hulu.
was so disappointing.
They had some good original programming, at least recently, but other than that, it felt like they had just this shit. It was like,
Every single
oh, you guys have
yeah.
every TV show that I don't want to watch and every movie that I saw 20
And then
years
yeah,
ago.
and then not only that, but it was like everything that I wanted to watch was like said like web only.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess
It's
we
a-
only watched it on the.
What
No,
do
I
you
mean,
mean
it says-
only?
Like because I had it through the Xbox too.
Oh, you
Right.
couldn't watch it on the Xbox though?
Yeah. You could stream it through there. So I had it on there, and then I had it on, you know what I mean, like I had it on my phone, I had it on my iPad,
Right.
and stuff like that. And like through that, it would always just say like, you had to watch it on the web. But you couldn't do that on the console. You can't do that actually on the iPads or on a lot of the tablets because they run a varied version of an operating system because
Oh.
they figure out it's tablets.
Well, once they figure out that you have an Apple, I mean, come on, dude, get off the apples.
I only have that one.
Apples
looks
and
like they
oranges,
did this
bro. Apples and oranges.
Hulu style with the commercials.
Regardless, still disappointing.
Yeah, it looks like it. This is the strain, though.
And it was kind of the same thing. That was also disappointing with some of like with cable stuff was they didn't have all the episodes. It would only be just like a lot of on demand is just a couple, just a couple of the most
Right.
recent ones,
Which is shitty too.
which completely sucks because it's like Netflix figured it out. It's like people like to binge on stuff. People want to watch.
When did you switch? Sorry.
Well, if you watch them, I mean, Charlie, I know Charlie, have you watched them all?
What's that?
Any of the Netflix originals?
Oh, so some of them. I mean, it just depends. Like I've watched some of those. I've watched some of the Hulu ones. I've watched.
Is there anything that you just have to watch all of?
Chosen.
Chosen.
No, that was fun.
Chosen is funny though.
What do you call it?
Chosen.
Wilfred. I
Wilfred?
really liked Wilfred.
Workaholics.
I didn't get into that show really. I don't know. It just wasn't for me.
Hilarious.
And then
People I know at work.
like Archer. I love Archer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, what was the one I just watched? Hulu actually had some pretty good original series though. They had one called The Whites, which was like a guy who had a high-end restaurant. It was like a BBC show, and it was like sort of the office of a chef's kitchen, I guess you would say. But it wasn't like they did interviews or whatever. It was a very good show. And then it wasn't a Hulu exclusive, I don't think, but Luther was on there. I watched Luther on there. That was
Luther was
good.
great.
It was really good.
That was
watched
where
the
I
first
watched the
episode.
Sherlock shows too. But Sherlock, I think that's also on Netflix.
It is on Netflix,
Um,
and so is Luther.
Yeah.
Those
So
guys
again,
have a...
like those weren't. What was really a great show that was an original was shit. It's called Forget About It. That show's hilarious. It's a show about a guy who used to be in the mob, and the whole story is his brother was going to be whacked by the head of the mob, so he ended up killing the head of the mob, and then turned state's evidence. So he's a snitch. So they said they moved him to Canada.
So okay, so this is so fucking funny, and now I'm gonna need to look up which one came first because Netflix's first original series was called Lilyhammer.
Oh yeah.
which was Sal from Sopranos, who essentially did the same thing, only when he turns, they moved him to Denmark.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
That's
So
fun.
now,
Well, this one, forget about it, is an animated series.
okay.
So it's not as it's not as serious, and it's definitely got its
didn't get
cartoon
one.
elements. But that's funny
I didn't get one
because
either.
that show probably was out, and that's probably where they got the idea for. But it is a very funny show. They have like a Mountie who's in charge of them.
Forget about
It's funny, and
Dude, look at this thing.
there was also.
That thing I got.
I can't look at it.
I actually, some people didn't like it. I did. It was a show called, I think it was called Misfits,
Mhm.
and it was like sort of. It was sort of like a Heroes, but not really Heroes. Like, because their powers weren't that cool.
So we can derail right now because guess what? They're rebooting Heroes and bringing it back.
I can't
Really?
fucking wait about it.
Yeah, they're doing Heroes again.
They're like revamping the whole series.
Yeah, they're like gonna reshoot the series and
didn't we already
fix all the
talk about
mistakes.
this? And we said,
No,
why
we
would
did not.
you? Why would? Yes, we had. I believe we
Then
just
I was
mentioned this in
probably
passing,
hammered.
and it was like, why would? Because Heroes
Because
got
they ended
canceled
up
before the last season.
because it ended up because it ended it
Now
got
you
canceled
remember,
because
don't
it
you?
ended up in a horrible place. The story got
Way
stupid.
too many Asians in the show.
The story got the story got stupid.
Don't be a racist.
I didn't like the story by the end of the second or like beginning of the second season. I was like, all right, so now it just
I
got
never
too
watched
fucking-
it past
just got
the
too
first
weird.
season. I couldn't get through. I couldn't.
I mean, the first season was good because everybody just wanted to see Aiden Panettiere in a little cheerleader outfit the whole time. But
The main question is what you mean to be saying is how
Save
is
the
True
cheerleader,
Blood?
save
How
the
is
world.
True Blood treating you these days? Are you
I'm
are you
not
drinking
actually.
the True Blood?
I'm definitely not up to date on True Blood.
True Blood sucks.
Neither am I. I don't know if I'm a season or 2 seasons behind on that.
I've been watching The Strain though.
I could tell you shows, but you'll never watch them because you people don't like cool shows.
Like what? What show are you gonna throw out me that?
Banshee. I'm just saying it's good, and that
Which
that
one?
was that was I heard about that from somebody else.
What
Which
show?
show?
Banshee?
Oh, okay, I will watch Banshee.
Yeah, it
think I
sounded
just
really
heard
good
about
when I was
that.
just like, all they do is like you beat the piss out of people and then you beat them
Throw
up
it
a
up
little
on-
bit more.
I still gotta watch
Well,
Black Sails.
Where's my Plex at?
I
don't
was
know if
waiting
you
for
wanna
that to
do
finish. Why did you not like that?
Black Sails was okay, I guess. It could have been a little bit awesome, like a little bit better, but
Yeah, I feel like
C Money liked it a lot.
I feel like there's not a whole lot they can do with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, again, like I almost feel like they're trying to make a Game of the Thrones of the Sea, maybe.
Ooh, that sounds.
And I
You don't even
I don't
see the
necessarily,
movie.
I don't necessarily think that's what they're gonna get. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's what's gonna happen with it.
Mhm. It's like Tuna of the Sea, but better. Yeah. Not. I never looked forward to like having to watch that, but I did watch
Right.
every episode.
I mean,
Of
the first
course.
episode was like it was interesting, but I just didn't. I don't know.
First of all, it has Jodie from Shameless,
Mm.
which I can barely because I can't stand. I can't take that. It's like
Oh my
He's
god,
always
I haven't
gonna be
watched that
Jodie.
show though. Is Shameless good?
what Shameless? Shameless is fantastic.
Still never watched one episode for whatever reason. And
Shameless
that's
is a
the
very
new.
good show.
That's the American Shameless, right?
Yes, that's the American version.
And what's that on?
That's on Showtime.
I'll have to check that out.
Longmire.
See, I haven't watched. I've recently seen previews for it, but
What's that?
Longmire.
Yeah, I mean, if you, it's more.
I
Of
don't-
if you didn't ever get into Justified, Justified is probably like one of the top best.
See, I've wanted to check that out, and I haven't seen any of it yet. But I want to start that from the beginning.
You know what I have acquired recently is all seasons in, you know, all season HD of Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah,
which I would
mean,
actually probably watch again.
No, absolutely.
I don't.
One,
I mean, I could probably
yeah.
do it now. Actually, it's a pretty good show.
There's only shows I can count on my hand that I've actually force-fed people to watch. Like
The Wire.
Crystal, The Wire, like watch it
Yep.
front to back, and then you watch all
And
these
then
other
watch
shows.
and then
from
watch it
these.
again.
Yeah.
Watch The Wire front to back, and then just
Oh my
start
God,
all
does,
over again.
Does he actually get into like widescreen like the last season?
Oh,
But you know what
it's
else
so
is
hard to
great
watch.
too?
It's so hard to watch in the beginning when they're like when you're just like just pull out your smartphone. Pull out your smarphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Like, why
we
don't you- why don't you just-
we have
why don't you just look
pagers,
up the
bro.
We're using
direction. Why don't you just
pagers.
look up the
The
directions.
Wire is for pagers, so
Yep. That's the best part.
that's
burner phone, like fucking burner phones.
oh
in
no,
like
they have
season
burner
3.
phones. It's so funny,
Yep.
but like I mean that show. I know Evan didn't. I know you didn't finish The Shield, right, or watch it at all.
I never watched the show,
And
and I lived in Baltimore. It was funny.
The
I don't know that guy's name, but every time I see
That
him, I
guy.
just go,
Oh,
I
it's
go.
that guy.
it's
McNulty?
Omar.
Oh,
I'm like, it's Omar.
Oh
Omar
yeah, yeah,
coming.
yeah.
Because he's in a lot of stuff. That guy's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But only thing I
Boardwalk
think of
Empire.
is he's in Boardwalk Empire.
Which
Oh,
I might be a season behind in that, but that you can wait for a couple of seasons. There's no real rush to watch that.
What, Boardwalk?
Yeah, I mean,
I love Boardwalk.
I'm pretty sure I'm caught up on it, and
Watched it
I'm
from the
I'm,
beginning.
I'm all caught up.
See, I think
For
I'm a
this
season
season.
behind on that. I did watch the first two actually on, but at that time I had DirecTV too, so I had like
Oh,
all
so
of
you
that
had
shit.
all the services.
I'm
I
so
still
pissed
have-
that it didn't transfer here because my building does, or where I live in the building doesn't face to the south, so I can't get it installed.
That's kind of racist.
And I get this every time I go to Costco. There's a DirecTV guy there, and he's always like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I'm like, "I tell you every time." I love
If you wanna come
DirecTV.
out-
I don't get
If you
it.
want to come out and measure again, go for it.
Yeah, if you can knock down a couple walls and
Or yeah,
Dude,
Get
it's
permission.
funny.
climb up
get
on the
permission
roof.
to put it up on the roof.
Dude,
Right.
it's so funny when it comes to that because I think I was speaking with Bones about like upgrading upgrading the wireless to the house, and I don't know. I want to put holes in my wall because why should I have to? I want to like be able to have wireless out by the campfire and be able to stream movies out there, and that's a big undertaking.
Can't you get Can you get a repeater out there?
A repeater, that's the whole thing. Well, what I'm reading is that alright. So if you want a repeater, so if you install a device that grabs a wireless signal of
Mhm.
of your wireless and then repeats
Mhm.
it, it's already at 50% of where it starts to repeat.
So it's already a
It's
50% degradation.
terrible. Yeah, but I could also.
I mean,
purchase some
if
cable,
all you
but no,
if
can
all you
get-
want to do is like do it out for
Evan, you
like-
want to do it right. So you want to do it. You just want to do it right. You don't want to do it wrong and have it be terrible. So the best way to
Wait a minute, Buck. How do you want to do it?
you just
bridge
gotta do it right.
mode.
You just gotta do it right.
You just got to wire it. You actually put Cat 5 in between it or Cat 6, whatever you're using. Cat 6 router to router, and then it's just like you have a router in a different position. It's awesome. So I bought a new router. So now I have my old router. So I could put the old router wherever, as long as I put a straight wire from the one to the other. You get full coverage plus.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Oh my god, 666 gold.
Oh,
I don't get this. Are you? Okay, you are still playing Diablo. For a second, for some reason, a while back there, when I looked on here, I swear you were playing Path of Exile.
I think it was. I don't know. Path of Ox. That's another good point to bring up. That's a good game. It's just a little bit too complex. I mean, if there would be like tiers
Like I
of
said,
like
the
your
skill tree
geekiness,
just gets
You need to-
so...
you
that could be on
You
the
need-
top of that tier.
You
to,
literally
like,
need you literally need like a floor map of that layout.
You know what else you need? A good connection. Because if you DC right at the
Mhm.
top of that tower when you're beating that last boss, that ain't cool. That is a lot.
That was the
of
last
work.
day I played.
I haven't played since.
Yep, I haven't.
Me and
I was
Bones
so
were
pissed.
doing race runs. We were doing like all these like, who can level fastest runs, and it's just like, great, until we're just like all of a sudden drops off.
Game crashed.
And it's like, all right, so when you play
Well,
WoW,
this no. Here's exactly. Well, no. Okay, so we stopped, but was it when ROS came out?
it's
Or was it
possible.
before that?
It
Or
was
it
before that. It was just when it just becomes like a part-time job or something.
Yeah.
Just
It did.
to figure out if
It
you're
became
doing the
difficult.
right thing.
Well, not only that, but you know what it was that you and I kept talking about was it what it actually did was it made you not want to finish a character. Like
Right, 'cause you're like,
I'd get a couple I'd get a bunch of levels up, and I'd be like, you know what, I just didn't do this right, and I could do it
Right.
again. I could do it again pretty fast from the beginning.
But you're
And so
looking at other people.
I probably
and you're
made
like, oh, try that build.
probably made 15 different builds,
I'll try that build. I'll try this.
and
build.
only
I'll try
made
that
it like
build.
only made it like halfway up, just
Right.
because I'd be like, oh, you know what, this one's they just updated again. This one's going to be better
Which
now.
is kind
And I
of
just
like
start over
Diablo
again.
2 used to be. You would do the build. If you fucked it up, you go back. But like you'd be concrete about what you're doing and be very careful about what things you're putting too. But I mean, the talent tree in Path of Exile had like 1,125 fucking nodes. It's like
Oh, it was massive.
it was
It's
stupid.
way too much going on.
It's like,
And it was
oh,
like-
I could have the same
It's
exact
like, well, I'm
character
gonna
if I
add 10.
started
I'm gonna
in a
add 10% of
different
this.
place.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, this is kind of lame. I
Well,
like
it
the whole
may-
thing where it's like, yeah, level your character as fast as you can.
Mhm.
If you're the top runner, you get points towards getting these epics or something, but it wore out real quick. I think we were in there for like a solid month, maybe 2 months. I
Mhm.
know Rakaculus was up in there for probably a little bit after that, like after we fell off, he was playing it, but like
For a
that died
little
off. It died off.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It didn't hold
I know
you
they've
like
done.
a
I
WoW
know they've
would
done a
hold you.
bunch
Like,
to
No.
it. I know they've done a bunch to it since, but
Yeah, I should probably
But then
look
it's
at
like,
it again.
what would you do? You would go, I'm going to type this into the Google search, find out what happened, listen to one guy's video, and be like, fuck, I'm not playing this game anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this game,
I'll probably check it out again at some point. Like, even Warframe, I would totally play it again. I just haven't played it. You know what I mean? Like, it was fun for me anyway.
Firefall.
Yeah.
Firefall is like Warframe without swords.
I don't, well,
Ish.
I mean,
It's
should
not-
I be downloading Firefall? Is that what should be
It's
happening?
Well,
free,
if
I
you
would
can
check- I would
download
check
it
it
at
out.
14.5 megabits a second, I would fucking be downloading it.
Alright, let me get it. I'll tell you exactly how fast I'll do it.
Bones is a dick. He's like, yeah, well, I download 40% faster than you download. I saw your
course I do.
picture on Facebook.
All right, so estimated download time tells me.
What?
3 hours and
You're
21
breaking
minutes.
up.
Am I?
I heard.
No. But you
My
will probably
estimated-
be breaking up soon.
Estimated download time is 3 hours and 21 minutes.
It's not that big. There's
No,
no
it's
way.
not.
It's
There's no-
speeding
yeah.
up. You have to, if you're up by 10%, if you're up by
Percent?
10 MB a second, you'll like have it downloaded in like an hour, if less.
I'll tell you exactly where we get to.
Well, people are very excited about this podcast today. It's like we don't
5.2.
really have to keep going.
8.6, 9.5, 10.2, 10.9, 11.5,
We don't need the constant update of how awesome things are across the river.
12.6.
Yeah, you said you get up to 14, but you don't even have like a BitTorrent installed. Or even better, if you were to have a VPN installed,
13
it
too.
would probably be like 16, 18. It looks like you're in Atlanta. Did your account get hacked?
13.8.
How much
Saying.
is your internet over there?
I don't know. They threw me the boosted internet when they fucked up my account for a month or two.
Oh, that's nice of them.
So I'm actually I'm getting a new router. It looks like it's coming in Monday. So
14.2.
right now I have an N600, which is basically 600 would be the regular connection rate is like 30 megabits, or I mean 300 megabits a second per channel. So two would be
Hold on.
600, but not many resources use multi channels to get that bandwidth, so you're basically stuck with the one. The new one is 1750. So that's quite a bit higher than 600. I just wanted to like broadcast so that we can like play music that we have on the network by the campfire outside.
5 campfire outdoors.
Because you know what? Playing games is cool, but it doesn't have the graphics as looking at a campfire when you're fucking whacked outside. Fucking
That's true.
granola, get out of this chat.
Where?
So,
Just talking about the game.
Rokakos, we're going ziplining soon.
Oh yeah.
hmm And people might be scared. Some people might not be
What
going.
is- What is that? What is that fucking South Park episode with the zip lining, where he's like, "Give me a shaka, bro." They're like going down, and he wants them to like hold his hands, like, like just the pinky and the thumb out,
Oh,
and when they
really?
take, yeah,
Like a shocker kind of thing?
it's a funny episode.
Is like ziplining like the lamest of the extreme sports, if you can call it?
I don't know
like
if
an
I would call it an
sport?
extreme sport. I would. It's not an extreme. It's like it's sort of the, you know, like inner tubing.
No, what's it?
It's kind of like if you were comparing inner tubing to like whitewater rafting. You know what I mean? Like I would imagine jumping out of a plane would be a lot more intense than sliding down a zip line.
Mm-hmm.
I also have another
I mean, I
thing
guess
you
it
could
depends
add
on
on
the
to
zip
that.
line itself. You know
Depends
how
on the
crazy.
zip line itself. I mean,
Yeah, there could be a crazy fucking zip line somewhere.
the
I
one
don't
up
know.
at the one up at Hunter is you go 50 miles an hour. It's 600 feet above the ground, at least, and it's 3,200 feet long. Is the first step.
So it's like almost a mile.
It's
Well, it's like
two-thirds
half.
it's 2/3 of a mile.
Yeah.
No, I
mean, you
mean
go-
it's closer than that. You said 3,200 feet.
Yeah.
Well, how many feet are in a mile? Come on.
I think it's like
5,280. 5,280.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy. He's pulling it out.
I don't even need to look that shit up. Grow up.
All right, so even better.
Just exists in my head.
If that's not exciting enough, can we be tethered to extreme
Yes.
zipliners?
Tethered to a zip liner.
Yes. Extreme
Actually,
sports.
you know what I just saw the other day, which is super gay, but it was funny, was Bruno.
Why did you have to say gay?
Because it was. I mean, did you ever see Bruno?
Fantastic.
It's it's Borat and the dictator guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he did
Sacha
a
Baron
movie-
Cohen.
Yeah, and
And he does.
and
And he does
it's like
Borat.
the character's like a gay.
No, Borat's not gay. That's
No,
you're
Borat's
thinking of
not. I'm talking about Bruno.
Bruno. Oh yeah, Bruno.
And
He does Bruno.
yeah, that shit was fucking crazy.
Hilarious.
There's this scene where the fucking like the cleaning crew for the hotel comes in, and he's literally like tethered to the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
There's nothing wrong with
Like-
that.
you should have seen this, and like the guy just immediately just leaves and tries to call some somebody, and they come in there with a whole group of people. And I can't remember what he says exactly, but he's talking to him and he goes, "This may look," he's like, "This may look like a bad situation or something." He's like, "But trust me when I say, you've never had a cleaner toilet," because like the guy has in his mouth, like it's like a mouth gag, but with a fucking brush on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was just like, oh my god, like what the that, and then the scene where he goes on to like a TV show, and he has an adopted baby, and it's a black baby.
Yeah.
That was too funny.
Yeah, that was
When he shows him the pictures that they're taking, like he was doing like a calendar with them or something like that. That was so
They're
funny.
like, you can't do this with your child.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm having fun. He likes to have fun.
Oh god, it's so terrible.
Yeah. Buck,
his,
is this you?
His stuff makes me uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, I could understand that. Definitely.
I mean, not like not uncomfortable in like, and I'm uncomfortable with that. It's like, and the same thing was like with the Borat, with Borat as the movie. I just got so uncomfortable for the character in the situation because he doesn't break character. The people that he's with don't know that he's playing a character.
Right.
It's, you know, like when Borat, like in Borat, when he went and did the national anthem at
the rodeo,
at the rodeo down south, I was like, I just got so physically uncomfortable for him as a person.
I'm surprised he made it out of that place without at least a beating. You know what I mean?
It's like watching Curb for me. Like are you? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
It looks like somebody's playing WoW.
Do I need to come over and play some WoW?
I don't know. You left Diablo. I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, I know
so he's gonna do something else.
I really want to play this.
Oh, look at this! I'm in like full awesome gear.
I see that. What are you, level 8?
Level 8 in fucking tier.
But that's all
tier
hand me down, right? Yeah.
It's not hand me down. It's hand me ups. Oh, sweet. You know, any pink text that you see on the screen that's not coming from women, that's probably from guilds trying to recruit my ass.
Right. Yeah, they're like, we need a level 9.
A level 9
Today.
inch. I'm like, what?
Today.
What?
That is a pretty sweet little suit you got, though.
You know. You
I even know where you are.
Metal. You know where I am.
Yeah, I know exactly where you are.
Wait, where are you? What are you doing?
I think me and Rakaka's been wasted a few times just killing the same bullshit creatures down by 100%. This cave.
Right there. I could tell you the missions over there.
Yep. Like, I think we killed enough wolves. I don't think so. I still see more wolves on my screen. Oh, I even have the roll up. I have my macros set.
Did you level without me?
No, I didn't actually, but I am gonna level right now. I'm gonna hammer a justice somebody.
On my way.
I think we're derailed.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm actually gonna hop off of here just because I gotta still walk the dog.
Are you in trouble, Charlie?
No.
Wait, you want to see this? I think if my friend were to come into the game and join me in a group.
I am in the game.
Did you invite me to a group? I could summon them to my person.
Yeah, I know. I would like to check that out. I do want to get this game. I love this, and I don't even have to get it. I have it.
I think they should have better graphics on the snow.
This.
Like, I would totally.
Did you recruit him? Oh, because you did, right? You did recruit a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how do I get to you? Find me.
Does he get legendary gear? For being recruited?
He actually has a starter account, so he doesn't.
I was gonna say because I could
he can't even talk in guild chat.
I swear I could hand down at least legendary stuff, because I know I have it for tons of people.
Oh, you can actually send your heirloom gear cross account and cross realms now.
Which is even better.
Yeah. And you can, like, so the original heirloom gear, you can spend a little bit more to upgrade that from 80 cap to 85 cap on all of those pieces of gear.
Right.
But
So
yeah,
if you can send that, can you send gold across now?
Wait, where are you?
I don't think
Where are
you can send gold. You can only send heirloom gear across.
Which is basically like gold anyway.
You can send counterbound items that you can sell, but
What is this character you got here, Buck? Is this a paladin?
this is a paladin dwarf king. He's not just a dwarf. He's a king.
How do I,
How do you play? Have you started your account? Are you online right now? Let me look at my friend account. There you are, Saxer 2. What's for you?
what?
All right, I'm hopping off of here. I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks for keeping us in line. What light am I? What are we on right now?
That was it. We went through it all.
Did we? We went through Comic-Con and the
I didn't see that on there.
Oh.
Maybe next time.
All right, man. We'll catch you this weekend. I
All right,
heard there
sounds
might
good.
be something going on this weekend.
There could be. There might be. I hope there is. We'll see. But definitely, I more than likely will be back with you guys.
Yeah, just come back. We'll just make this the main.
Right. We'll talk about it.
All right.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Do I need to enter the world?
If you want to, are you in the game right now? You're not. You're at BattleNet. And everyone's looking at your name on the screen. They know who you are. You're number 2. ESAC's number 2. Wow, we got derailed there for like 3 hours.
I'm in. Still say I'm in BattleNet?
Yeah. What
I'm
character?
literally, I'm at the Great Forge in.
Oh, I see you. Are you Dickman Chew? How do you do? /E/I? That work? No?
Oh, I'm Fremunda Cheese.
Did you get something from me?
Hmm?
Did you get an invite? I thought /invite. No, I guess that doesn't work anymore. This game is so fucking stupid. I'll right click on you and invite. There we go. Everything's all about the
okay.
mouse.
Accept. Oh, I got one.
Anyway,
There you
so
are.
definitely check out Banshee. It's pretty good. I mean, as far as shows that I watch religiously front to back, all of them, because I work out every morning, and I basically can watch a 1 hour show. So
Mhm.
that's every morning I watch a 1 hour show. I can kind of catch them through the day. Get home, I have a free hour to 4 hours. So, you know, I'm watching some stuff. You ever seen Franklin and Bash?
Seen. What?
Franklin and Bash?
No.
It has Zach from Saved by the Bell. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Terrible.
What else? Told you to watch a few shows. So my favorite my favorite show right now
Did
is
watch a show. Watch a few shows. Did what I need to
Halt
watch
and Catch
Banshee.
Fire.
It's good. I am maybe a week now.
Trying to catch up. You said you watched Da Vinci or Da Vinci's Demons? No?
I started to. I've never seen the whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Um,
Last Ship. Don't watch it. It comes out Sunday night. It's terrible. It's not bad, but it's not good either. Leftovers is kind of like also in that whole.
Not sure about it.
Is this show gonna be good or is this wasting my time right now?
So it's kind of like, I
I
mean,
do like how that one.
you watch John from Cincinnati way back in the day.
Right, yeah. No.
Love that shit.
Have you watched? So the strain's good, but it's not really. It's also.
Do you not like it?
It's okay. I don't even know if I don't even think we watched this week's. It's just that there's so many shows on Sunday that come out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what are the shows that come out on Sunday? True Blood. That's usually you have to watch it. There's this other show that's terrible. It's called The Last Ship. That usually falls over into there. We don't ever end up watching Leftovers until freaking Tuesday for whatever reason. Because, Monday we're actually watching stuff that people watch on Sunday.
No.
But I'm trying to figure out what
get
the
out
other
of where I
fallouts
am.
are. Yeah, I don't. I'll walk there, I guess. I see where your thing is. There's other shows though or that come out on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I think Reckless might come out on Sunday, and that's a pretty good show. It's probably better than most stuff that like gets put out on these major channels. *Halt and Catch Fire* is something I watch at work. Crystal won't even watch that show with me. Never seen an episode. Has no interest in watching it at all, for whatever reason. I think it's probably one of the best shows that are out right now.
I mean, it's.
For whatever reason that is.
I mean, yeah.
I guess it's geeky.
Give me an explanation.
Of why it's good?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It
What's
kind of
your
gives
reason?
you that whole feel back in the 80s when the whole computer market started to start up. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and how raunchy and nasty like everybody was to each other. How everyone's fucking each other over. Bill Gates, the biggest fucker. He's not even in that specific series, but I mean, it's just how it's a lot of human nature and how
Yeah, no,
wherever
it's-
you are in technology, there's always going to be the same. It's the same thing, You're gonna have people that are grabbing off of you at the same time. Ross, you.
Dude, I'm so far away from anywhere I need to be.
Yeah, I see that. I'm actually killing something that I need to kill, and I actually got points for it. So if I have an idea. I'm gonna hit N. No, I'm gonna hit M. I'm gonna hit P. I'm gonna go up here, and I am going to do a. Doesn't work that way. How do I summon you? So I click on your person.
You can summon me.
I just have to figure out how to do it.
You just right click on the picture and then it says summon friend is one of the options.
I don't actually have a. That's my whole issue is that I don't have a picture. Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'm up
There
there.
we go.
I'm right underneath.
I gotcha.
You need to teach you how to play this game?
How to play it good, I guess. I'm not very good at games. Here's where we should be, I think.
Oh my god. Oh, there's a quest here. There's things I need to kill. Incredible.
There we go. I actually have stuff going on. Oh, cool. I might. I might set up my my thing as a stun move. Here we go. I think I can solo stuff. I don't really need. Are you picking up these things?
Hmm?
Anyway, so Banshee's good.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, so maybe I should watch 100. The 100. It's a CW show.
Yeah.
Because Crystal was like, I'm not gonna watch it, blah blah. So I like started watching it. I was like, it's got the CW feel, but it's actually a little bit better. It's more of a sci-fi kind of show. Which I was like, all right, so that's cool. I could watch that. We watched it in one day, like one day, the entire season. That's pretty sad. Right?
That entertaining.
Yeah, I guess. I sat there and did it, and I didn't kill myself. I might have taken breaks from like an episode or something because I was cooking, but it's set up pretty well. Like, it's almost as entertaining as a really good Stargate series. Which,
Great movie.
I don't know if you watched any of those. Where did you go to?
Hey?
Yeah. I
Couple
don't have
weeks
you.
ago.
I see you now.
Just, yeah,
Pretty
getting
good.
points.
Better than. I'm not watching Vampire Diaries. Like, I can't watch those shows. But it's kind of set up the same way, but it's a little bit better. It's more like. I don't know if you know the premise of the show. It takes place like 100 years after we nuke the planet and we're living up in a space station, and
Mhm.
they're forced to. They have like this class system where if you fuck up when you're young, if you're below an adult age, you get thrown into jail.
Mhm.
But like with whatever the rules are, if you fuck up when you're over that age, you just get floated. You just get floated in space and you die.
Okay.
So it's not even like it's like the easiest death penalty you could possibly have is just like float somebody out in space.
Yeah.
You don't even have to worry about it, cleanup or anything.
No cleanup.
No, well, what's the biggest?
No, I understand.
Why are the states having such an issue with death penalty and finding the right source of substance they should
Murder.
be using to kill people, and is it humane or not? My standpoint is, why don't you just use the confiscated drugs for a lethal injection of cocaine or whatever? Is that bad? Because then they probably couldn't use that to like make money selling it back to people. And is it me, or is it there just like this huge spurt in like violence from officials and stuff? Or is that just what's getting
like
caught on
police
camera?
officers
Yeah.
and things like that? It's just more visibility. Everybody's got a fucking brush in their pocket now.
It's more readily available to see what they're doing.
Yeah, it's just, people are out looking for it now. And
Which
people
is
also
fine,
know.
I
People also
guess.
know. No, I mean, it's not even that it's bad, but it's more of a.
It's not good for Chuck Norris, let's say.
No, it's. I mean, I would think that from if you have. Here's the thing. I think that unfortunately, what that does is not. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I don't think that every officer.
No, you
Of
have
the
bad
law.
examples. And if you
Yeah,
have
exactly.
somebody,
And but I think that one of the
everyone's
things
looking
that
over their back.
one of the things that availability of media does nowadays is it makes certain things like there's too many stupid people with access to information now.
Right, and
You know
at
what I
some
mean? So it's
point
like-
you do have to do.
Because people won't differentiate between the good, like the fact that there's a couple bad eggs out there, but you know what I mean. Like I know a lot of cops. You know, I'm just from like where I go to the gym and stuff like that. There's a lot of cops around.
Well, what
There's
it
a lot of
is
really good. There's a lot of good guys out there too. You know, that are really actually doing the right thing.
sometimes you have to
some
cross
people
the
that
line
fucking
regardless
douchebags.
to like protect lives. And
Mhm.
once you catch that on camera now, it doesn't have to actually seem like that. It could be like, oh yeah, he fucked up, and
Mhm.
it could it could sway juries' judgments. Oh, I got a GoPro on my cock, brah.
You know what?
Exactly. Recording porn on my cock. Could you imagine? It's there. It's gonna happen. You're still like, what the fuck? GoPros. You can bring them
Camera?
everywhere. You can do anything with them.
Oh, the camera.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
You can go on a zip line. Like, what happens when half the people that you thought were your friends are just like, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to go
No.
ziplining with you. How does that make you feel as a person on the inside? On the inside. Are you looking to lose weight? Are you gonna
I don't
try
need to
and
cut weight. I don't need to cut weight. I am fasting.
I don't know. I saw this Walmart picture of you, and you look like you could lose a little bit of weight in the chin
Probably could
area.
have.
The chin. Stealing diapers and bounty. Bounce. I'm sorry. Or is it bounty? It was bounty. This game is so confusing when you're wasted.
Have anything to teach me?
I don't know. Have you learned anything here? Because maybe I have to find my paladin trainer, and I don't even know where
Bro,
to.
what's five? I don't even know what
I guess
five
I can
is.
go up
Creating.
here and I can go. I'm looking for low lifes that train me. Townsfolk, trainers. I don't see it. Professional trainers. Do you have any professions yet? Where are the race trainers? Yeah, racist bitch. So what I would really like tomorrow is like a whole. I don't want any starch. I don't want any. I don't want a bagel. I don't want. I don't want an English muffin.
Here we go.
I
Uh-huh.
want
Okay.
a sausage bacon held together with egg McMuffins.
Okay.
Egg sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Right? How hard would it be to make an egg sandwich? I just want 3 stacks of eggs in my hand going into my mouth. Whether I want to put cheese in between each layer or hot sauce between each layer or both or intermix, that should be up to the consumer. But I want egg in my hand. How do you order that? Can I get a triple egg? No carbs.
Yeah, exactly. Can I get a
Triple pepper egg, no carbs.
can I get a
Twice
double
jack
sausage?
cheese.
Can I
I
get
want egg, sausage, egg.
well, you need it. Well, first of all, you need yeah. As I say, you need to build it like a Big Mac. So you need 3 eggs.
No,
Then
what
you
it's
get
going to
triple
be
egg,
like is there's going to be
triple
a
egg
little
sausage
window,
bacon.
and you play
Do you
like
put
an
do
advanced
you put
future.
turkey sausage on it? Well,
Why not just make it fun? Why not just be like, how do you want your sandwich? Okay, we're playing Dunkin' Donuts time or something, and we're playing burger time, and I'm like, egg, cheese, egg, cheese, egg. That's what I want. Like you have to play the game because you have to. You're gonna sit in there and do. You're not placing your order right away unless someone's there taking your order. So why not when you get into the place you start playing your game, and when your order comes up, it comes up. You don't even have to deal with people. You don't even have to deal with someone having a bad day. You know, you play the game when you get inside, and then you wait for your sandwich. or you're, whatever, I guess. I don't know. I
Or,
might be ahead of my
or
time.
your whatever.
I'm ahead of my time.
You are.
I guess. There could be a little bit of refinement. We could have an express window. But can I get an egg, turkey sausage, egg, sausage, egg sandwich? That would be amazing. Like, could you imagine? It would probably be better because you're not eating all fake that fake shit. You're not eating all that bread.
Oh, don't talk to me about my pepper jack supreme.
Why can't you just put pepper jack slices in between each
Because it's not
meat on
melted
meat?
on top and crispy. Delicious.
It's okay. I mean, what kind of bagel do you usually get it on?
I usually don't get it on a bagel.
What do you get it on?
I usually get it on a croissant.
Onto the sandwich? I'm
Usually
sorry, I
get-
cut you off.
I usually get it on a croissant.
You are the most extreme eater. Like that's probably the worst thing you can eat from there.
Yeah, I know.
But
Like 1,000
isn't it the
calories
best?
every time.
No, wait. All right. So the best thing you can get from Dunkin' Donuts prior to all this bullshit is a croissant, egg, sausage, and cheese. Like that was the monument bad sandwich.
My jam.
That was no. I remember eating those when I would just like I would be coming out to New Paltz to work. Like I would grab one in Ellenville, and those were the supreme. My brother and his friend would go there and be like, "No, this is the jam. This is what you get. Worst thing you can get."
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But I wouldn't say
horrible
it's
for you.
bad. Is it bad? But now you could be like, "I'm not gonna be the terrible person. I'm gonna get the turkey sausage." That's made out of beaks.
Doesn't taste good.
It's not. But they upgraded the egg, so now you get the pepper egg,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is better than the old egg.
Oh yeah, no, it's good.
I think we got derailed, and like I went to the bathroom a couple times, and it was like, yeah, we went through all that. So I don't know if you've seen. I don't even know if you watch like hot rod shows at all, or if you watch any of those.
Hot rod shows.
Like if you watch a show, it's like, oh, I'm rebuilding this car. Like
I've seen some.
here's how you do it. I think Fast and Loud is one of the better ones. If you haven't seen Fast and Loud, what they do is the guy he doesn't do any building. He has somebody below him that's like worth 20% of what he is. So let's say he's worth 20 million a year. His mechanic's worth 1 million. And then he has
Mhm.
like people below that. But he just buys the cars and flips them. He'll go to auctions, he'll buy the car and he'll flip them. So he's a good salesman. But like when they want to do a builds, then they bring in this guy Aaron and then people below them, and they actually show you that it's like, press to the point, making this build, but rebuilding a Ferrari, which would probably be a big undertaking, because Ferraris are expensive. But
Mhm.
it's set up pretty good, man. Like I would suggest like watching it. My friend Paul, he was watching. He's like, oh, series, and then I watched it from like a little bit into season 2 on, and I watched like 4 hours of it with him up there, and then I was like, yeah, I could, watch all this, and basically watched that through season 4 within 2 weeks, and was like, oh, so they don't have any more seasons right now. You know how you get that whole, it's like, oh, I found like the best show I ever want to watch. You watch the entire season, didn't read up on it, and it's like it was canceled. It's the feeling you get, There's not that many shows out there that you're like, I gotta watch these.
No, not right now. I'm just so out. I'm so out of watch television too, or at least like to know what's coming on and what's new.
You're on
I watch. I
vacation.
just. No, no, not even vacation. Let's put another check in the comments blaming my child for things already.
Dude, there's a night elf who's looking at me, and it's probably a dude on a female character, and it wants to touch me.
Probably. Wait,
Name is
usually it's on this
Shyla.
game.
It's a weird name, but it's a. And I got a message said 20 gold, you don't have to stay. I didn't say what is gold, I just said what is 20. I don't even have any gold on this character.
It's gold.
Yeah, they wanted 20 gold. I don't think I'm in a guild right now. This person's gonna give me 20 gold to sign a guild charter, so if you want to come over by me, they'll give you 20 gold too. Whoa, I don't know if they can. You're on a starter account.
On the starter account.
Yeah. You're going around killing stuff. It's funny.
Hmm?
I said you're going around killing things, and I see down my screen that you've killed, 4 of 20.
One. 10. I'll let my minion do a bunch of the work.
Oh, this person's not very good. They're keyboard turning. Well, whatever. 20 gold's a lot per pop. I just wish this game was a little bit better. It's a little bit too early for me to come back to it. I'm just like, oh, I don't care. The co-host was pretty good tonight.
This was.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, I don't know what.
Good to have him. It was good to have him here.
I don't know what. I don't think anyone realized this started it either, and I was like, well, this is our pretty good material. Like, who cares? Like, whatever. There shouldn't be a start and an end point. We don't have a monkey and a symbol. We don't have a graphic designer, and we don't have anybody that's good with music creating,
There's no.
tracks for us. I like Blue Mark
Yeah,
all
we'll
day,
just have a really
train
good.
all
We'll
night,
just.
all day, all night. Suck a dick, bitch. You little cunt
Welcome to
whore.
the
He was really on the cunts like the last couple of weeks. Been like cunt this and that.
Yeah, so I think I need to get up on top of that mountain. Yeah.
One of these days I'm gonna get on that mountain. You sound like Alabama song.
What are you doing? What is your quest currently?
I guess I'm doing this quest and then
Kill
I
the
might have a
one-meter?
quest for sleep.
Quest for sleep? Are you quitting?
Somebody just called me a peach. How am I supposed to assign someone guild charting when they're not even on the server? That's weird.
Did you just say something about going to sleep?
No.
You
So
said you're about to
So
go
I
to
was
sleep.
told
Okay.
today, do I want to make Alright, so there's this big undertaking I have to do, and then there's how to do it. And I was asked if I was going to make 100 posts that would be due for the 12th, or would I make a conglomerate of them that's like, 25 posts. I said I would probably do the 25 posts because it would seem like it's less work.
Probably true. I'm a level 10.
You are congratulatory because I am level 10 and now you can choose your specialization, and now here's where you start playing. Specialization.
Okay.
You can just actually click on the word specializations and it opens up. I am going to be a retribution motherfucker. I don't want to do anything.
You're gonna be a what?
I'm going to be a DPS.
So, what would you, as a more experienced player, what would you suggest?
What character are you?
Warlock.
Warlock,
Oh.
you could basically do whatever you wanted to.
This says corruption or
It'll
so there's
tell
only
you,
one.
it'll be like these three things, this is better. So if you would like more pets, if you like more keeping track of your dots, or you just like destroying things.
I like destroying things. What do I destroy?
Destruction, maybe?
Destruction. Incinerate. Conflagrate. Chaotic.
So this person's like, oh, you're in this realm. It won't work, I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh, but I want to make babies. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Crazy bitches out there,
Oh yeah, definitely.
especially in these games.
Well, they're so stupid. They're like, they make this cross-realm shit where you
Anybody
can...
see what I did there? Anybody see what I did there?
Nobody did. What'd you do?
Huh? I said no.
Did you log off?
Oh. Comment about the females that tend to play this game.
See, they fucked up when they made this cross-realm shit because this person's in another realm. You have to get signatures in that realm. You need 10 signatures to make a guild. So, you can't get a signature from anybody. You need a signature from somebody who's not in a guild, which is very rare. It's stupid. To make a guild, you need to find people on your realm that aren't in a guild. So you would have to be here basically and running around. But they have this cross-realm stuff where you phase over to people that are your same level in other servers. And obviously it doesn't work because this person talking to me like, yeah, I want to get your signature, and it's like 5 minutes later she realizes that I'm not on her server because I have an asterisk by my name. How's Jacob doing? Good? Did you know that dogs that want to pretend that they're being submissive roll over on their backs and use their feet with razors tied to their toenails to kill their opponent? Did you know that? It's pretty serious shit. "2 weeks away. Do you feel like you're out of the box or in the box?
Do I feel what?
All I know is I came off of a meeting today, and I didn't even come. And I come downstairs and I hear my name being mentioned in the air, that you were in contact with me. I was like, oh, that's kind of, it's like
Wait, that
personal.
what?
So there was a call that you had in this afternoon that was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, you must have been talking to Justin Schmo and Schmo.
Oh,
I was like, what?
no. I
That
was
was like the one from earlier in the week, Tracy or whatever.
yeah.
And you didn't
Well,
even
no,
talk
just
to her. You were talking to her voicemail.
yeah. No, I know. But that was the one where I told you I'd call her back. I hadn't sent anything to her, so I responded to her, and
Yeah.
sometimes I talk to these people and they're like, "Oh,
I think she
really?"
was okay after. It seemed to come from something else, I think, because that issue is widespread throughout the system. There was like, I want to say it was due to Java, but no, whatever she was doing,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh
was
yeah,
this the
she
one
was
that
able to look
was
at.
this the one where she said there was like a macro or something like that?
I wanted to punch her. I'm sorry, I said it. I wanted to punch her. Like the first fucking thing I said to this person was, "Can you just like, for shits and giggles, download uh, Google Chrome?" 2 to 5 days later, I got around to downloading it and it works. It's like it was like the first item. I was like, if things aren't working for you, because I know you're using like an ancient operating system that, first of all, is not supported. Second of all, the browser you're allowed to use with that operating system is no longer supported. Like where can I go from there? Like, do we support it? Well, if if you know the if the original if the original programmers or designers aren't supporting it anymore, would you be supporting it? Probably not, especially in a big place like that. So I'm like guessing. I'm like, oh, so are you on like a XP Pro rig or whatever? Because that's what they had to be on, right? There's no reason for using IE7 except that you can't upgrade past there. The only reason you would be using it is if that's like where your operating system caps out, because that's their new model is, if you're in XP, you can only get Internet Explorer 8. If you're in Vista, you can only go up to 9 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to, and they also screw you up with like the Office systems now, because I know people that are like, I went out and I bought the newest version of Microsoft Office 2013, and it's like when I went to install it, it said that my operating system's out of date and it can't be installed, so I have to update my operating system. So it's like, you know, it's like a domino effect. It's like, boom, now I have to update this, update that, update this. Well, at least you get up to date, I mean, but
Mm-hmm.
the worst thing is that you probably end up spending like $300-400 on software you probably don't really need to upgrade. Are you doing a quest right now? Yeah. So I don't know.
It can be difficult.
I'm looking to. I'm going to get some experience with, bridge mode, using repeaters, stuff like that, because I want to know what's the best, and I don't want to just. That would be the worst thing. Is you go to a client and you're like, oh well, if you were to upgrade your wireless router, you could use your existing wireless router as like a repeater. Repeaters are like the worst thing because it just cuts. If you're this far away and you only have 70%, it probably takes that and cuts that in half, and it probably falls off really quick from there. Plus, it also interferes with, the wireless. So like that thing's running off the same. It's running off the same frequency. And I guess when you have these huge apartment buildings and everyone has, 2.4 gigahertz like frequency on like their phones, on their Wi-Fi, and this and that, it breaks shit. Like I don't know if you're having that issue, but it's like you get constant kicks and stuff like that off your Wi-Fi. And when you were saying you moved your channel up, was that the amount of channels you were using, or was that just the channel number?
The channel number, I set a hard channel number rather than auto and scanning, because most things sit right around channel 6, like by default.
Supposedly,
like the middle channel.
The new router that I'm getting, I don't use. The new router I'm getting it has access to using this. It's called DDWRT, which is, instead of flashing it with Netgear's ROM BIOS that you would flash the ROM with to like upgrade the operating system on like this piece of equipment, you flash it with a completely different operating system that wasn't designed for like the system, but it's better. So if I were to flash this thing, I can actually turn up the power on the individual antennas. So like on my 5 gigahertz antenna, I can like turn it up from 400 MWAs or whatever that unit is to like 500, and supposedly that makes it like a lot better. So where if I were to just install the router and use its current config, I would start losing reception outside on my back porch, where if I turned it up, I could actually have good reception down my fire pit, basically. It's kind of cool. And I mean, if it really comes down to the point where I need to run Ethernet wire to like put it in bridge mode, because bridge mode is pretty cool. I want to get into like doing that because Kenny at Murphy's, he had a wireless 54G router. That's what he had for the longest time. And I'm like, well, they passed G, they went to N, they went to A, they went to AB, and now they're at AC right now. And the speeds are up from 54 to 300 on each channel. And if you could do multi-channels, you could do 300 or 300 plus 300 plus 300 plus 3, depending upon how many channels you could do.
Yeah.
But when you go up to like 5 gigahertz from 2.4, the range drops off. Like, it's still better to do 2.4. Like, the range on the 5 gigahertz drops off to the point where it's like, why would I even use it unless like I had like wireless right by my fucking head or was in the other room. But AC is different because it doesn't do like this whole balloon effect. Like, there's like a circle around where my router is, and that's where the best distance is. AC actually beams from the device to the AP point, the access point, and it has better coverage because it's not like it's just picking up a number of clients maybe instead of anything that comes within this sphere around my device, I'll give it access. I think we're off topic.
We are definitely not that. So
how do you feel about this Karate Champion app?
it's gonna be fantastic when it launches.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
Oh, what happened to my Jesus. So
I'll be pretty hard pressed to play any WoW, even after the expansion comes out, if 2.1 drops.
no idea, dude, because they would have closed that down. Like, if they were close, they would close this PTR down.
No, there have been
Like, so
times where there is a window of a week that they close it down, and there's also times where it's like, yeah, we're releasing it, so we're kicking you guys off at PTR right now. I want to say there's been times like that, but I guess then you could always be like, well, it's coming out because they stopped PTR. But I think, another thing that's bad about it is they're switching so much shit around that if you're not like reading it and watching it and it's like something that's on your mind, you just might sell yourself back without doing the research. Be like, they're changing this and I'm still sticking with that. I'm still sticking with this build. Should I not be sticking with it? Like, do I have to read every goddamn nook and cranny to figure out what I have to do? And that's basically, yes, you do. You are playing on a PC, which means you've installed software on a PC. So they try and make it as easy as possible, but it's still geeky, and the game, any PC game should be a little bit geeky, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you don't want to be that person who's playing a build and, well, you never will be, because if you're playing in public games, you'll see other people on your class that totally rape your character, and you're like, dude, what was he
exactly.
doing?
And then you start looking up their stuff. Oh,
and then
okay.
you start asking them what their home phone number is and start calling them and shit. I see what you did.
I don't know.
Sausage, egg, and egg. Sounds wonderful.
I'm the grizzled den.
Yeah. I think I am following you up here. But not really, you fell down. You jumped off after... God damn it. So do you have any thoughts of how we should handle podcasts, or should we change the setup?
No, I think that in a week or so.
Everyone should know that we've been on vacation for a little bit, so it's been a little bit hard coming back into the fold because there was no lubricant in the fold.
Exactly, and tons of stuff when it goes in raw.
There's nothing good about not having enough lubricant in the fold. That's just going to endanger one species or another, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I have some games that I want to play, but it seems that I can't just push them out to Twitch and have them hold on to the games anymore because they seem to be deleting them within
I don't know, do you have to have like a premium account to hold on to them longer?
Well, it's how much space are you gonna give me for a free account? Because it's a free account, right? Like,
very stuff.
I can't just record my life on there. It would not be good for anybody, I'm sure. Your account costs like fucking almost $500,000 to fucking keep up. What are you doing? It's gotta be what it is. And you know what? It's not my account. It's, ELG. The show that asks how much you really know about taking supplements up your anus.
You're aware?
Mm-hmm. You heard me. There are some good games that are coming out, though. There's been a lot of good games this year, but they all been, like, role-playing, um, role-playing games that you may or may not like. Like, it's not like you're gonna play... You seem like the kind of guy that would play Demon Stone over Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale kind of thing, because I was a little bit older. You should probably look into if you ever get Divinity.
I'm probably more prone to play whichever one has a little bit more action.
Yeah, those games that are stick and move. Well, not stick and move, but like what do you call them? You call them not real time. I think it's real time strategy. So like
Mm-hmm.
each idea is like a time frame. So it's like blah blah blah. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's his turn. It's his turn. It's your turn. Like it's not real time per se because it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely not real time. It's real
Like
time
a board
strategy.
game type thing?
Well, it's real time strategy, which means
Mm-hmm.
each move is marked out. It's your turn. It's my turn. Being that I have +2 to, perception, I go 2 times in a row kind of deal.
Oh, so like sort of like you're talking about like the mixing.
Well,
of,
it's real-time strategy. I think it's RTS, real-time strategy, where it's like I have certain amount of, perception moves where that is the measure when I get to go again. Like, so if I have really good on offense, I get to go again before you get to go again. But it's not like I'm swinging, you're swinging. If I fall asleep while I'm swinging, I miss you, kind of thing. It's not real time fighting per se.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Those games are pretty cool too. I mean, I don't know. I
Maybe.
guess. There's the one game that I have been playing is Divinity, which got deleted. Divinity Original Sin is like you have 2 characters, and when you come into combat with somebody else, then you get like all these dot bars, and it's like, well, I forgot the actual attribute that like gives you more movement speed. It's like, whatever it would be called, like you're not being awake, but whatever. There's like an actual term for like your alertness. Like if you were to have an alertness skill, and the higher that is, the quicker you get to move again, or the quicker you reset your skills. Some skills will reset like over 3 or 4 turns, but like there's different things like that. So it's like those type of games.
Yeah.
Not fun at all.
That's right. Yeah. Those are.
Well, what games are fun then? Like, I mean, Borderlands 2, not fun. I mean, I played it. I tried to play it, and I was like, I'm shooting things in the head, and I'm like, this still isn't fun if my wife isn't going to play with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm not going to sit here and play this game at this point. And the reason I hadn't played it until that point is I knew it would be boring as fuck. But I mean, Assassin's Creed, same difference. Like, okay, so now I'm in this set over here where I have to do these adventures. Where certain things come out, and there's guys on a roof, they're going to be attacking me, and it's like I have to go up there and kill them. Like, I don't know if
No, it does. I
like,
mean, you just
yeah,
have
I
to,
don't wanna-
that's a
I
game
wanna
you have
do
to
that
appreciate
many-
for the story.
Yeah.
Like the story is it's gone through a lot
But
over a lot of
if
years.
the story's gone, then there's no sense playing it. If
Oh
there's
yeah,
no
yeah, no.
story,
Well, it's a campaign game. It's not a multi. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. Well, yeah, I can understand the whole campaign thing, but like, oh my god, the quests are so repetitive. I don't think they were repetitive. I just still haven't played Assassin's Creed 3 since I stopped playing it. Which was, no, to be honest, I just started playing it last week.
mm-hmm.
And I have not had time to pick it up again.
Oh, AC3.
She
I
was
mean, if you
finishing her
started play, if
book,
you
and I was playing that. I played that for 3 hours.
and you
I
made it
got
through the
pretty
first
far
scene.
into it. No, I got further than that. I mean, I got into being at in Boston and taking down thugs, like many more thugs than I wanted to. So I had to kill 100 guys. I'm like, Jesus, I just want to take a break and eat dinner. It's like sometimes it's like a little bit too long of a mission.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but like I got to a point where I could rest, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop. But like I was so fatigued after like playing it that it like left me with this whole like that's gonna happen again very shortly if you keep playing it. Like, the next mission might be longer. Which maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm not the same game player I was like even 2 years ago. I like completely different.
I'm not thinking there I was.
But I mean, it's funny because you have like the people that are doing reviews for game sites, or they make their own game sites. This conglomerate of people, and I'm able to, you know, I'm gonna give you a review in this game. It's like, but are you even the same person like reviewing the game? Like, do you even like these games anymore? Like, would you sit down and play this game if someone put a gun to your head?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of the game. I don't know. I would definitely play a game that was just as interesting as WoW, but was just that much off and different that it could hold my attention. If I couldn't podcast while I played the new game, that would probably be a game I want to play. Like, I need something that would draw my attention. Because I'm just used to these games that I want, like, the only way I want to play them is if somebody else is appreciating it while I play it. Like, I don't get any, like, there's a few games, but it's very slim and none that I actually get, like, appreciation for myself playing it through and being like, wow, that was amazing. I want to tell people about it. It doesn't come along that often anymore. And it's funny because games are coming out like 5, 6 times faster. So like there's a lot of shit out there right now. You remember
Mm-hmm.
when you were growing up that it was like if a game came out on NES, you probably want to try it because it's probably good. And more than likely, it was good.
Yeah.
Now, if there's something that comes out, more than likely it sucks. Maybe
I don't
that's
know
me.
if that's true.
What?
That most things suck. Man. I mean, a
No,
lot of
I'm
stuff.
not saying that most things suck. I'm just saying that back in the day when a new game came out, like, okay, so you were playing this game, you were playing Legend of Zelda 2, and you finally
Mm-hmm.
beat it, and then Ninja Gaiden came out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you didn't have the $60 to pick up Ninja Gaiden back in the day, it was probably.
Yeah, games are.
Remember I don't know if you had a boob tube by you, but like, you could you could rent it and play it. But I mean, now you have 20 games that just came out in that little time span that are all about the same, and 19
Mhm.
of them suck, but one's good. Like, have you seen most of the games that come out on Steam? They're not even coming out like they're releasing the game. It's all, oh, this is greenlit game. You can purchase this now, and you can beta test it, or you can alpha test it, and you can be part of the discovery team. Most of those games suck. I mean, there might be a good game there too. I don't know. But it just really comes down to games suck these days. Like, can you even compare Zelda 1 to any Zelda game that came out after it?
I mean,
I mean, after you get to like Majora's Mask or like Wind
mhm,
Waker, it's like, oh, you got to make this so much more complex. But like,
mhm,
they, d- I'm wrong again because they have gaming systems like they have the DS, the 3DS, this, that, the DX. They've always kept up the original Zelda theme in its own genre. They have one. At any given time, they have like one of those Zelda games, and they're always great. But I mean,
mhm.
at some point, you have to be like, all right, well, you can't add to this. I mean, you make siblings of it, but you can't add to it. But I guess we're derailed.
That issue's going on upstairs.
And I think that's where we're going to call it. But we will catch you next week for another derailment.
Thrilling episode of.
Derailed. We might even have Charlie Trainer back next week. We'll see if he's free. He's kind of a busy guy. Don't you agree? We'll catch you guys next week.